Hollywood never sleeps, and neither does the drama. From a terrifying break-in at Tracee Ellis Ross' home, to Keanu Reeves melting hearts with a rare birthday post from his partner Alexandra Grant, to Cardi B clashing with a reporter in a fiery courtroom moment, we've got all the updates you need. Buckle up, because this one's packed. We start with Tracee Ellis Ross, who sadly became the latest victim in a wave of high-profile celebrity burglaries sweeping Los Angeles. Around 12:30 a.m. Sunday morning, 3 intruders smashed through a glass door at her LA home. They made off with over $100,000 worth of jewelry and handbags. Luckily, Tracee was out of town at the time, so she's safe. Tracee, best known for her roles in Girlfriends, Blackish, and The High Note, hasn't commented yet, and LAPD is still investigating. She's not alone. Nicole Kidman, Brad Pitt, Goldie Hawn, and even Beyoncé have faced similar break-ins recently. Experts warn that some gangs even pose as potential buyers if a house is on the market, scouting it before striking. Scary stuff. From something frightening to something heartwarming, Keanu Reeves just turned 61 on September 2nd, and his longtime girlfriend Alexandra Grant marked the moment with the sweetest posts. She thanked fans for their wishes, shared a cake photo, and wrote, "To Keanu, who saw this post as a draft, I am so grateful for your love and partnership." It's rare to see either of them go public about their relationship, which began back in 2009. They made their red carpet debut in 2019. And in a 2020 interview, Keanu said, "It's been really wonderful to be with Alexandra. We enjoy each other's company." And Alexandra has praised Keanu as her inspiration, saying he's so creative, so kind, and works so hard. Honestly, relationship goals. Now let's turn up the heat, because Cardi B and a reporter got into it outside her civil trial, and the internet is still buzzing. Cardi was leaving court when reporter Dino shouted a messy question about Offset bragging she's pregnant again. Cardi instantly clapped back, "Stop disrespecting me. Don't do that. Act like you got some manners, respect women," and then the pin throw. Some say it didn't even hit him, others call it assault. Either way, it's viral. Now this reporter isn't backing down. He claims he's in reasonable fear for his life, says Cardi's fans are doxing him, and even accused her of being extremely violent and gang-affiliated.
Hi, my name is Denad. I am in reasonable fear because Cardi B's fans are threatening to hurt me. They are doxing me, pulling up information about me, slandering me, defaming me. This is blown completely out of proportion. Initially, I was more concerned about Cardi B because you're in the middle of closing arguments and decided to assault someone outside of the courthouse who just basically asked a question. No matter if the question was rude, disrespectful, you don't assault anyone. In the state of California, throwing a piece of paper at someone can also be considered assault. So I don't want anybody to say that I'm playing the victim. Initially, I was more concerned about Cardi B because, again, you're in the middle of closing arguments, assaulting someone outside of the courthouse. I did not want the jury to make a decision based upon her actions towards me. Whether she's pregnant, fake pregnancy or not, she's extremely violent, an extremely violent person. Even internationally, followed Ra Ali to France and decided to assault her and come online and publicly brag about it, based upon an assault that took place at Harper's Bazaar 6 or 7 years ago. I think Cardi B is very petty and vengeful, and I am in reasonable fear. She also threatened other bloggers and other YouTubers and other live streamers that she will do something on Brim, which is a gang affiliation. Cardi B and I have first-degree connections to each other who are, in fact, gang-affiliated, who does, in fact, know my movements and where I hang out at. This is why I'm in reasonable fear. Also, I don't want to be afraid to go and cover a true crime case or go and cover a celebrity case because I'm continuously being assaulted. If you guys don't remember, in New York City at the Diddy trial, just because I asked Gene Deal a question, he decided to assault me inside of the federal court building. He did not experience any consequences or repercussions for his actions, nor did Cardi B. So I don't want to normalize these public figures assaulting people. People asked me if I wanted to sue Cardi B. My initial response was no, because again, I was more concerned about her. I do think that she owes me a public apology at the very least. So, and she also needs to tell her supporters to stop harassing me, stop doxing me, and stop, trying to contact my family and pull up things that is completely irrelevant. I just want to be able to do my job as a blogger. I will continue to at least try to, show up to court cases and ask thought-provoking questions and get engagement. I'm an independent journalist who should be respected as such. So if you guys have any information, or if you guys know Cardi B and you can tag her, please tell her to issue a public apology, because number one, she's not even pregnant, which means that she acted out of impulse and, try to pull the pregnant woman card when neither one of them are applicable to her. Everyone who knows me know that I can be really cutthroat, and I was very, very respectful to Cardi B. I feel like I respect Cardi B more than she respects herself, let alone any other women. So anybody that knows her, just tell her to issue a public apology, to at the very least cool her fans down from continuously harassing me on behalf of her. Thank you.
But here's where things get spicy. A lot of fans call this pure gaslighting. I mean, you corner Cardi with a disrespectful question about paternity, she defends herself, and suddenly you're the victim. Sounds like someone might be setting up for a lawsuit. But here's the thing, Cardi has one of the sharpest legal teams in the game. She said herself, "The next person that hits me with a frivolous lawsuit, I'm countersuing, and I'll make you pay."
With that being said, this time around, I'm going to be nice. The next person that try to do a frivolous lawsuit against me, I'm going to countersue, and I'm going to make you pay. So don't you ever think that you're going to sue me and I'm just going to settle and just give me my money. It's not going to happen. Let's just put this behind, but I'm giving a warning. I am not that celeb that you're going to sue and you think it's going to settle. I'm not going to settle.
So if Danu really wants to take her on in court, he better be ready. Because Cardi doesn't play when it comes to lawsuits, her winning streak is no joke. So, from Tracee Ellis Ross dealing with a scary home invasion, to Keanu Reeves quietly celebrating love at 61, to Cardi B serving courthouse drama hotter than any reality show, Hollywood is giving us headlines from every angle this week. What do you guys think? Was Cardi right to snap back? Should Keanu and Alexandra share more of their love story? And how do celebs even feel safe in LA anymore with all these robberies? Drop your thoughts in the comments, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more celebrity tea. Until next time, stay safe, stay kind, and stay tuned.
True crime cases is what I'm really interested in. It's one of the most consistent things that I do. From covering the true crime case of Mahogany Jackson, the girl out of Birmingham, Alabama that was killed by her own friends. I did an amazing job on that, and I cannot wait to go to the trial. Naziah Harris, which is the girl who was raped by her, uncle and got pregnant by him, and then she was unalived. That trial is coming up here shortly. I did those online. I went to the A$AP Rocky trial, and mind you, the A$AP Rocky trial was extremely boring, but I stayed at that trial every single day. It was boring on TV, and it was just as boring in real life. Let's be clear. People only went to the A$AP Rocky trial for Rihanna. I also spent money. Like, I came from vacation. I was in Brazil, cut my vacation short, came back to Los Angeles for less than 48 hours, and then immediately went to New York City to cover the Diddy trial. And covering these trials, I was able to go viral by asking questions that you all want to know. Like, I swear to God, like, I do my research, figure out what's trending with the said individual and what the people want to know, right? A lot of people in Hollywood, like Cardi B, is not going to answer real questions. She wants to be coddled. She's a petulant child. I see what you guys are asking. And a part of my reporting and journalistic integrity is having the courage to ask what everybody want to know. And so in asking what everybody want to know, I make sure I'm as respectful as possible. No matter how respectful you are, or no matter what you say or do, if you're asking something that these people are trying to avoid, then the last thing that I want to do is, have somebody to react the way that Cardi B reacted towards me. Given the fact that Cardi B is on trial for assault and there's no video and it's Cardi's word against that woman's word, I find it very crazy for Cardi B to react by throwing a pen at me the same way she practically allegedly reacted with this security guard at this office. The security guard in her assault case is claiming that Cardi B literally physically attacked her. And if all those people was not there and it was just me by myself and no other cameras and Cardi B's team, Cardi B would have attacked me or had one of those people that she was with to attack me. That's what I'm led to believe, because I'm going to ask the question that people want to know regardless of anything. And so for Cardi B to sit there and gaslight me and say, what kind of questions is that to ask a woman? Well, You know, when she went inside the courthouse this morning, somebody asked her a question. It was a woman, and she flicked them off. So she's very childish. So it doesn't matter what I ask. If it's not something to pander to her or to cater to her, she's going to react. It doesn't matter what I ask. So as long as it's something that she deemed something she didn't want to answer, which is what we all want to know, she was going to react that way. Now, I'm going to do a full breakdown of everything on Twitch. I'm actually going to roast her and everything because she got me kicked out of the courthouse. Yes, Cardi B got me kicked out of the courthouse, y'all. That's why I'm home right now in the courthouse and still going home. I'm like, how the fuck can you get me kicked out of the courthouse when I exercised my First Amendment right and you assaulted me? Okay, and I'm not playing the victim. Let me go ahead and put this out there right now. I have no intentions on suing Cardi B. I have no intentions for any of that. You know, her reaction to my question told me everything that I needed to know. So it was not my point of, it was not my point. And then Ken Barbie is trying to come at me when you look like a creature. So it's a lot that I got to respond to. And I'm going to do that on Twitch. My Twitch is in the bio of this video, okay? So like I said, for her to react that way while she's on an assault trial, it actually looks bad. And to the people that want to know, no, I have no intentions of suing her. Did she assault me? I don't know. She threw a pen. However, when it comes to the color of law, according to California law, you can throw a piece of paper and assault someone. It doesn't even require it to hit you. Battery is when it makes physical contact. Assault is when you put somebody in reasonable fear. Am I in fear? Because I don't know. The pen could have poked me in the eye or whatever the case may be. Who knows? So I'm not going to sit here and like play the victim. But as a matter of operative law, she can get in trouble for assault. Let's be clear about that. And I do need a lot of money right now, but I'm not finna like sue her. Like, it was a question. It was a question, and her reaction to that question gave me everything that I needed to know. And it gave y'all content. It gave bloggers stuff to talk about. It gave TMZ, the Shade Room, everybody something to post about. And hopefully they give me credit because I do's this. Again, from the Tory Lanez trial to the A$AP Rocky trial to the Diddy trial to this goddamn trial here with Cardi B, to the Lil Durk trial that's coming up, to the Milagograms and Megan Thee Stallion trial. I'm going to be there, and I'm going to ask the questions that you guys want to know. I think I have a First Amendment right to do so. I think the best place to exercise your First Amendment right should be near and by the court of law. So to the people that got so much to say, I'm going to do a full breakdown about this on my Twitch. Okay, so you guys could follow my Twitch. It's pinned in my bio. And now I'm just going to get to a couple of the comments you guys are saying. So, yeah, somebody said, definitely reporting you. Okay, well, look up, bitch. You reported me, and I'm blocking you. Okay, now you can't even see the live stream. You doing way too much. Okay, well, I'm sorry that you feel that way. Learn to ask respectful questions. Well, you get on your journalistic integrity. You do that. I think journalists these days are far too soft. I think that they're asking pussyfoot baby questions. The reason TMZ became TMZ is because they asked tough questions. They went out and got tough interviews and all of this stuff, and they're becoming too soft these days. Let's be clear. What's he's going to do? Sue her for $25 million? That's crazy. Talking about, we asked that question. No, that was a personal question you asked her. It doesn't matter. It still was a question. And again, like, you are a public figure. The e-poach of your business is all out there. Like, you have a whole album called Am I the Drama, and it's a direct dig, the title, and you've built an elaborate brand off of having amigos to write your lyrics and having babies from amigo. Cardi B has gone live herself and exploited her own personal business. So just because I asked her a question before y'all did, don't give it y'all the right to say I'm wrong. You would never be a real journalist talking about your Twitch. Okay, well, hopefully I see you on Twitch. Okay, suppose she asks you personal questions. Ma'am, I'm a semi-public figure. People have doxed me. People have said I had HIV/AIDS. People have done the worst to me. So unless you've been through something like that, you really don't mind people asking you personal questions. Cardi B is beyond the internet.